This is hello YouTube. This is Cody with Variety Work, and got a special treat for you today. Just getting done with doing horse stalls, and we're gonna spread that load of manure right there. The 9700 Ford 9700, and as you can see on the dash, you got all your controls for high, low, and those two shifters right there. And so we're gonna push the clutch in, and you got it all pushed in, and we're gonna start it up. See, listen to that monkey purr. So got your high and low here. Back is low, away from you is high. But right now we're going to start off in low. But I think of it is I think it's like you're trying to drive an old Mack truck with a twin stick in it. And I want to get past this point. See what we got going on here, but anyways, we're gonna be going to Middle Road, boss's house. You know, not much, but I just put it in high range. But this is where we're going. Nice little cab tractor. All the buttons and controls on here. But this is where we're going, down Middle Road. See, we got 39, we got the traffic. Here's the old bar. Ah, fuck. Oh boy, we got trucks. Yeah, sedans all the way out here. That's interesting. But anyways, you know, it's... I don't remember what today's date is, but I'll let you know when I get in the field. Right now I'm trying to get out onto the road here. Good old 39. Here we go. See, now we're in 8th gear. And we're gone. See, look at the countryside. Rain cap in the air. Oh yeah. So, ain't bad for what it is. Like I said, this old 9700 takes a while to get used to, and watching traffic and stuff like that, you know. Of course, it is what it is. We're in Springville. Well, technically Sardinia, but almost to Springville. But, you know, we got the clear view of what's going on. Here's Middle Road coming up. Frickin' ladies, whatever. push for time or whatever. But Anyways, we're down Middle Road. So that right there is your hand throttle and your foot throttle. And then you got all these different controls with your lift arms and everything else. Gauges. I guess the bus is saying this tractor was made in like 1977. So, me being a 91 model, I mean, tractor's definitely older than I am. But, we got the road, we're on Middle Road in Sardinia. Kind of like Green Acres. Just double checking to make sure nobody's behind me, but, you know. Kind of hard to see anything with a stupid stack in the way, but we're going to be coming up to our destination. And then I get to show you guys how to do this. But yeah, look at that. There's deer crossing the road. But anyways, we're coming up here. I'm gonna pull this back. But I don't know, we got a lot of shit out here. But we're turning. We're gonna be coming up here. This is where we're at. Making sure, you know, nothing's behind us, nothing's in front of us as we pull into the field. Shit, we got some wet spots. So we got a wet spot, so I'm gonna pull up a little bit. Probably stay out of there. So we're in the field that we're gonna be spreading on. Got a bunch of hills and shit. I mean, tractor's only 2-wheel drive. And there's a wet spot right there, but man. Trying to stay out of the wet holes, you know, but try to show you guys when I'm least frustrated. But coming up here, we'll probably get up here and get away from the wet stuff, the wet holes in the field. But this is where we're at. Obviously you can see where we're at, but I'm gonna back up a little bit. If I can, right? Oh, here we go, backing up. Sometimes these handles are messed up, but we're gonna back up here. I'm gonna come back here like so. We're gonna start it here. So we're in 5th gear. We're in high side of 5th. As you can see up there, we got the PTO lever right here. So we're gonna gauge that. And now we're taking it off and we're gonna bump it up and watch this thing move. Now when you're spreading, you gotta make sure you watch your chain to make sure it's moving, because make sure it's going around so that way nothing gets messed up. Believe me, I know, because another dairy farm I worked at, we had an acre chain spreader and that's what it would do. But again, we're looking at what we're doing in the back, then we're looking at where we're going in the front. But this is my favorite part to watch. See what we got, you know, typical field. And then got a wet hole right here, but hopefully we can power through this shit. Or this stuff here, I mean, but that's not going to happen. Damn it. Sorry about that, folks. We're going to get the heck out of here. Oh. Oh. Come on. So, having a little technical difficulties right now, but hopefully I can back up and get out of here. Let's see if I can move. Nope, can't. See if we can move backwards. To power through it. Okay, so we're going to get out of this and we're going to continue on over here. So I almost got the tractor stuck. So we're gonna lower this down. High side, we're in fifth. Okay, we got the spreader on. Now we're gonna raise it, lever up. Then we're gonna go back to spread. So I'm gonna spread down here on this stuff right here and not get into that dip because that just messed everything up. So again, we're watching the chain and making sure it's going around. But it's where I'm at, you know, we're wet, you know. Nothing you're gonna do about it. But we stopped where we were, got out of the situation we were in. But camera trying to drive. I figured I'd make a good YouTube video for variety work on my new phone. But that's what we got going on. That is a cool feature. But yeah, we're gonna be almost done with this. I'm getting the heck out of there. But like I said, this was a hay field, and we wouldn't be spreading on this, I don't think. But see how the roller or the chain is pushing it around, and we're clearing it off and stuff like that. But when I like to spread, I like to try to clean this thing all the way out. But it's working, but I think right about here is where I'm going to call it. So again, I just turned the throttle down, and then we're gonna take the PTO, which is right here, and I'm gonna ease it back and shut that off. Okay. Now we just got the controls of driving out of here. So we're all done. Now we gotta go back to the farm. So we're gonna be driving out, and we're probably gonna go back the way we came. So see, we got the mirror and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. It's an office. It's something to be seen on these older tractors. I mean, if you guys are into the old Ford 9700s, I mean, it's like I said, that's why my channel's called Variety Work. You know, it's like I say, I remind people my channel's called Variety Work for a reason. So everything's clear on this side. We're gonna be heading back out onto the road, which is right here. So now we're gonna move over and shift. A little bit hard to start. I kind of jerked the clutch there for a little bit, but I probably should have went and kicked it over or something like that, but we're spreading on the field and trying to stay steady at it. But now we're coming up back to Middle Road, and No cars coming either direction. Sorry about moving the camera too quick. I wanted you to interact with me. So now we just went to 6. Now we're all the way over to 8th. Trying to keep it half throttle or whatever because, like I said, we just got fucking stuck in a mud hole. And I really don't need all this stuff flying into the cab. So I don't know. It's a process. I mean, I know a lot of all the other farmers out there, you know, they say that every tractor drives different, which the gearing is different. I know it's different from mine at the house, and it's different than the other equipment that I've drove, the modern day stuff. I mean, it's what you call the old technology, but it works. But consider what it is. So give it some more fuel now, and you know, don't drive pretty good, or don't drive that bad, but we got another field. I don't know. Not sure how much he owns, but it works. But here we are back on coming up to 39. Got a good hill view or whatever is what you call it. Now we got to slow down and stop, you know, right there. See, we're coming off Middle Road. I'm gonna put her back into 5th because we're all clear, but I want to make sure I can get out on the road. So we're heading back onto 39, which is right there. So there we go. Of course, this person just decided to turn in front of me. That's what we got behind me. This is what we got in front of me. So, other freaking car. Jeez. Right there in my mirror. But yeah, it's the farming life. I mean, gotta expect that, you know, look in your mirrors and looking behind you all the time, and you know, what are you gonna do? But other than that, there's not much you can do. I mean, right now we're looking at my gauges and stuff, but I'm gonna be making a turn, so I'm going to be turning into the lower driveway, but there's another car coming. Jesus Christ. Okay, nothing's coming, so we're going to wing it. And we're back at the farm. Yeah, it's kind of like we're driving a big truck. There's the back at the farm. Back at the farm. So now I need to push the clutch in right there. Bring this little apparatus right here. That back into 5th. Then we're gonna turn it and put it back where it was. There, now I got myself squared out. Now I just got to figure out so we're gonna back up and we're gonna back up here, put it back and stuff like that. So there we go. So anyways, this is Cody with Variety Works signing out. Stay tuned for my other videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. This is Variety Work. Over and out.